quite pleasurable. So much better. Keep your face up. Chin up, chin up. Good. Calm down, breathe. You're good. Now put your face back down and swim.
Kick, 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 kick.
Woo! Let's go! We did it, folks. In 4 days, they've learned how to swim across the pool all on their own. Taking their own breaths.
Rocket swimming, baby!
From like never swim.
Oh, man. I think I have adrenaline coursing through me.
And we're on the deep end and I'm not going crazy.
No, neither one of you are.
Yeah.
Look how he's relaxed. Hey guys, Jonny Rocket here with another video series for you. We're going to teach Warren and Katrice how to swim in 4 days. Now, neither one of them have a fear of water. They're past that stage, but they are both beginners who don't know how to swim enough on their own or get their own breath, roll to their back. So we're going to teach them all those basics. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee. Lately, I have been going to certain cities and trying to get my subscribers in those areas to find me there and get their 4 days from me. This is September 2024. I've been getting some emails asking me if I still do this, as if they watched a video from years and years and years ago. Check the dates on these videos that we upload. They're very recent. We are doing this every year, as many people as we can get in the water as possible to film these 4 days and show the world how everybody can learn how to swim. I've been telling people we watched the Paralympics this summer and you saw people without arms, without legs swimming. So everybody in the world can swim. Everybody can learn how to swim. It's just that you have to know and learn the right instincts in the water, because oftentimes as a beginner, the wrong instincts are the ones that kick in. So follow along with this video series, try to learn the right instincts, like and subscribe, buy the merch, follow on the other social media platforms. And now let's meet Warren and Katrice.
Hi, my name is Katrice Williams. I'm from Houston, Texas. And I'm a beginner swimming. We just didn't have a lot of access to pools growing up, and I just never learned how to swim. But I have been in the ocean, so I've water skied. I've done everything around water. Now I just want to enjoy it more by learning how to swim. So I'm looking forward to this with Jonny. And my husband found him, and we were going to Austin, but we ended up going to Nashville. So we're super excited.
Hi, I'm Warren Williams. I'm a beginner swimmer as well as Katrice, my wife. We found Jonny Rocket on YouTube, watching his videos, and I was so inspired by his videos. So I can, move around under the water. I don't have a real fear of getting water in my face, but I just always wanted to learn how to swim and enjoy the water more, like snorkeling, jet skiing, things like that people did in the water. So I'm here to learn. We're open to Jonny's teaching, and over 4 days we hope to, I think we will learn to swim and have a better swim life after this.
Alrighty guys, so the first thing that we learned on day one is how to redevelop your relationship with water. So I'm going to teach these guys a little bit about the physics of water and how it affects them when they swim, so that we can try new things and get comfortable and develop the right instincts. So the first thing I like to teach beginners when they're in the water is that you should remain low. So start to squat down a little bit, get a little bit lower. When you're in the water, the lower you are, the lighter you are. Because when you're above water, gravity is pulling you down.
Oh, okay. Don't get me started on gravity.
So the higher I come, the more gravity is affecting me. The lower I get, the less gravity affects me. So in the water where there's almost no gravity, you can be light, like a baby, lighter than a baby. The next thing is once you're down here, start to shuffle around, get used to kind of crawling or crab walking around the pool like this. Because when we finish an exercise on your belly with your face in the water, and then you come up to stand, I don't want you to come up all the way and then start walking around like this. I want you to start getting used to coming up, finishing your exercise, and then settling back into this posture, this relaxed lower posture. So now the next thing is I'm going to start teaching them how their breath affects them in the water. So when you are in water, the more air you have in your lungs, the more buoyant you are. The less air you have in your lungs, the less buoyant you are, more like a rock. So if you take a deep breath in, even now while we're sitting in this squatted position, you'll feel your feet got a lot lighter on the bottom of the pool. There's less pressure on your feet all of a sudden. You can kind of pick your feet up a little bit easier. Shallow pool, the harder it is to tell, but just a little bit. You can feel it just a little bit. Interesting, right? So when you're in water, keep your lungs filled with air and you'll stay buoyant. Your lungs are your built-in life vest, so it keeps you up. Once we start leaving our feet, like back floats and such, you're gonna wanna have that life vest full so that you stay up. When you let your life vest deflate, you sink. Okay? So that's how you redevelop your relationship with water. You start to swim with the idea that your chest stays full with air. Too many people, when they get in water and they panic, they're blowing out their air, yelling for help underwater. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have each one of them kind of show me what they already can do, what they're comfortable doing, like putting their face in the water or pushing off the edge a little bit, just so I can start to see what instincts they're using that I either have to undo or reinforce, okay? So, well, Katrice, why don't you go first and just go underwater or kick or whatever you know how to do that makes you comfortable. Just go underwater? Yeah. Make sure she knows how to stand. Yeah.
That's it.
That's good. That's okay. So I'm gonna have to teach you how to stand up after swimming. That's
Okay.
right. That's
Okay.
the most common question we get on the channel is how to stand after swimming. Okay. Show me what you can do, Warren. Good. About what I suspected. Awesome. Now, can you get your own breath yet? No. When you swim, you can't get your own breath yet. Perfect. Okay. Just wanted to be sure. So the next thing that I want to teach you is how to float on your back. Now, most adults actually don't love being on their back at first. It's a little disorienting. But if you can take a deep breath and follow the sound of my voice where I start talking to you about, okay, you breathe here or blow out there or bring your belly up, you'll find it gets pretty easy pretty quickly. The other thing is you're gonna find a little bit of tickle in your ears because when your head's upside down in water, water can enter your ears and stay in it. Whereas if you put your face in the water with your face down and then come up, the water just falls out of your ears. You don't have to get it out. Right there, fell out of my ears. I didn't have to get it out. So what I want you to do is turn around, face with your back towards me, and then you're gonna lay your head back into my hands. I'm gonna hold your head like a football. It's called the football hold. And then when you're on your back, I want you to get your chin back. Yeah, so almost where your forehead's under water. Yeah. Put your arms in the water. Good. Now bring your belly up by arching your back a little bit. Perfect. So right here, you're floating. Now your legs are gonna sink pretty quickly because legs are heavy, but right now, he's floating. Okay? Took him one try. That's pretty good. Now I'm gonna have him stand up and I'm gonna help him. Sink your hips, sink them, don't raise them. Sink them. Now sit your head forward. There you go. And then sit your hips down more. Good.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah. Chin back, almost to your forehead's in the water.
Oh, 40? Okay.
Almost to your forehead's in the water back here. There you go. Yeah, you want to go see me. Now bring your belly up by arching your back a little bit. Good. Your legs will sink a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to let go in just a second. You're floating. Look at that. Incredible. Now, to stand up, I want you to sink your hips.
Yep.
Bring your hips down, and then tilt your chin forward. Yep. Bring your head up. Sink your hips more and sit down. There you go. Good job. Nice that. So you're both floating on try number one.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. You guys follow directions really easily. You're going to be great students. Hopefully we have an Olympic record out of one of them by the end of these 4 days. I'm kidding. We're gonna get them moving on their back. So I'm gonna teach them how to start moving and kicking a little bit on their back using their hands for paddles. Because if you can move on your back, you can save your own life. If you were to fall in water, you could get to the nearest boat or the shoreline or a dock or someone on your back because you can breathe. And you can then swim wherever you need to or for however long you need to, breathing. As humans, we need the breath. So the most important thing when teaching beginners, this is for the instructors out there, teach them how to breathe. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but that's the first thing you have to address. If you try to get them doing things without breath, they're not going to have confidence. They're not going to know where this is leading towards. All they're concerned about is, how do I breathe? It's an instinct. It's a human instinct. Fix that first. Teach that first. So here's how we get to our back. Once you're on your back, I'm going to have you first start kicking lightly. Now, when you kick your feet in water, you're kicking them with loose, floppy feet, loose ankles.
So relax.
Relax the feet. Now, she did just use the relax word. I try not to use that word when I'm talking to you. You can use it.
Oh.
When I talk to my students, this is again for the instructors out there, I try not to use the word relax. I find it has the opposite effect on folks. Just relax, just relax. You're like, I'm trying, you know, like I'm relaxing, and then it doesn't really work. So instead, I'll say things like, take a deep breath, blow it out, take another one, and hold it. Start getting them to focus on their breath and controlling it. It brings down those panic levels in the brain and helps them calm down. Or I'll tell them to move their arms. Give them direction rather than tell them to do something that's nearly impossible in that moment in time. So you're gonna, yes, relax your foot, relax your ankle. You're gonna kick it nice and loose and floppy because the water's coming off the top of your foot like that. Okay? And so when you're on your back, the kick, not only is it light and floppy, but it stays underwater. It's quiet. You're probably used to hearing this when people kick.
Yeah.
This one's a quiet one. Okay, we're gonna keep your feet underwater. All right? All right, Warren, you're up.
So how is our hip position like you had it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm teaching, I'll have different head positions
Okay.
because I might be looking at you or the kid.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna float on your back first, chin up. Good. Oh, nice. Right, fell right into position. Now you can start kicking. Good. Keep the arms in the water. Good. I know your feet are probably banging the bottom of the floor, so bring your knees up. Bend your knees. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. And they're going to sink a little bit again. They might start hitting the bottom. That's okay. We're standing up now anyway. 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Lower. Sit to the bottom of the pool. And then lean forward and keep sitting to the bottom of the pool. Good. It's a shallow pool. It's going to be hard for you. How tall are you? 6 foot?
5'10".
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to stand up in the shallow water. I'm going to get the water filled for tomorrow. Good. Both of them went right back into the right position. I would get your chin back a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. And then start kicking nice and light. Good. She's doing it too. They're fast learners. It's incredible. Okay, time to sit up. So lower your hips and then lean forward. Good job. They're moving on their backs now. That didn't take very long. I'm actually being surprised over and over again right now how easily they're learning these things. So this is gonna be a short video. No, okay. No. So we're gonna be able to show you guys a lot of cool things by the end of these 4 days. Now, next step is to get their hands doing something. So I'm gonna teach them how to paddle their hands. Okay, it's like waving goodbye to your feet, but similar to the feet. You don't need to stiffen up your hands. Just keep them loose. Just keep them relaxed. Okay, if I can use that word one more time. Just keep them relaxed and push the water down or backwards or both. Just nice and lightly. You don't want to be going through any sort of motion, so make sure you feel yourself actually pushing on water. So right here, right now, push water towards me. Push water towards me. One hand at a time. Push it towards me. Push it towards me. Good. Harder. Really effective. Yeah. Good. Okay, you can stop. Look at all the commotion you're causing. This is good. This is because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. By pushing on water, the water now pushes backwards. The reaction is that the water goes backwards, you go forwards. So you're constantly showing your body where you want to go with the back of your hand. You're always traveling in the direction of the back of your hand. So right here, if I'm pushing water down, that's pushing my body up. I'm traveling up. If I'm pushing water back, I'm going forwards. Okay? So your hands, they stay in the water nice and loose, and you're just pushing water down and backwards to move you. It'll look like this. The key thing here that I want you to notice, and I want you to notice, look how still and smooth my head stays. Look how the water around me is not affecting me. Okay? This is how you turn into a swimmer. Instead of fighting water, you learn how to work with water. Because water is a strong substance.
Am I doing this correctly?
You are doing it correctly. In fact, I'll show you how correctly you're doing it. I'll let go in 3, 2, 1 for 3, 2, 1. Look at that. You're swimming on your own. It's incredible. It could be back more, but so long as you're light as a feather to me, you're floating, you're doing it on your own, you're working, you're doing it. Okay, time to sit up, lower the hips, and lean forward. I'm gonna teach you guys to dismount after this step, okay? Chin back, good. Hands on the water, keep them underwater when you do the paddles. Yeah, more, lower this submersion. There you go. We don't need any splashing. The more splashing, the more likelihood that water goes over your face. Look at this, guys. Swimming on his own. And lower the hips. Whoa, nice job. Nice dismount there. Oh, you still brought him back up. That's okay, I got you. Lower him again. You're gonna wanna stand up, resist that urge, sit down. All right. Yep. There is this urge to stand up and swim. Remember when I said wrong instincts?
Yeah.
That's one of them. That's one of the wrong instincts that everybody has. You gotta sit down in order to stand up after swimming. So I just told them I was gonna teach them the dismount. It's time to learn the dismount. There's a few steps out there I've been finding lately that less is more when I teach this. So I used to be like, okay, suitcase first, head up, arms through. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit your hips down and then pull them back as you lean forward. What you're doing is you're shifting your balance. What was once back here needs to come here. Okay, so I'm gonna take my head, I'm gonna take my hips and my head, and I'm gonna switch the places. So I bring my hips backwards and my head forwards. Okay? When you're first learning this, something like this might happen. Your face might go underwater. Be prepared for that with a deep breath. So I'll go like this. Just in case my face goes underwater. Okay? All right. Katrice, let's go first here. Good. Chin is up. Good. All right. We're moving. Now we're gonna sit up in 3, 2, 1. Hips down, head forward. Wow. Wow. I might actually let you try one on your own on the next one.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Okay.
She came right out of my hand. So the difference when you're teaching this, the difference that you'll know when they start to get it on their own is when you don't have to push their head up anymore. They come out of your hands. That's how you know they're starting to do it on their own. Ready? Yep. Patrice, watch how he lays back, because right now you're starting to get more and more active as you lay backwards.
Okay.
You need to be more subtle. Watch, it's gonna fall into the water.
So fall
Just
into the
fall right back, okay?
Okay.
And then let your legs and hips come up after that. They'll float up. You don't have to bring them up so quickly.
Gotcha.
Okay? Okay, so sit down in the water as deep as you can. Wow, nice. Yeah, I don't know how the feet, yeah. So let's rethink this. You can stay there, put your arms down. Because when your arms are up, you're sinking. When your arms are down, you're floating. So I think when you bring your hips down, I also think you're gonna have to swim your head forward. So pull your head forwards. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sit down, and pull the head forwards.
Oh, I keep wanting to stand up.
Yeah. Yep, that's okay. You'll break that instinct. So actually, let's just go a couple in a row with you. 3, 2, 1, sit. That's okay. Yep, that's good. That was better. Let's do it again. The Alabama football coach, Nick Saban, says we don't practice till we get it right. We practice till we can't get it wrong. And sit. Deeper. Good. If you're not there yet, then just squat into it deeper and lean forward. Okay? All right. Feel good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do it one more time, each of you, moving and paddling and kicking on your back. Okay? All right. Trees, ready?
Yes, sir.
So lay backwards. Well, you brought your knees up too quickly.
Oh, sorry.
Stand up.
sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
So here's what I want you to do. From top to bottom, lay down. Oh, you don't need to bring your knees up.
Oh, let it go itself.
Let them bring them up on their own. Yeah. Okay. Paddles and kicks. I'm going to take you guys through the deep end now.
No.
Okay, no, we're not going through the deep end yet. That's okay. I actually had not asked them about the deep end yet. I had a feeling they probably fear the deep end, because anybody who isn't breathing on their own yet when they're swimming is going to have a little bit of a fear of the deep end. But When I'm holding you, you'll always be okay. Now, we're still in the shallow end. It's time to sit up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips. Bring the feet to the ground. Lower the hips. Good. And shift the hips backwards as you pull your head forwards. The other thing you can do, guys, with your arms is you pull them under and through your body. Because what that's doing is it's pulling your hips down to the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. When I take my hands under my hips and pull them up, it's pulling my hips back. Whoa, she just went right into the float on her own. She's getting brave. Yeah, now swing the arms.
A little bit more strength. Okay.
Yeah, nice
Okay.
job.
I'm trying to do it.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Turn around. Lay back. Good. And we're gonna start kicking. Good. Nice. Okay, time to sit up or sit down. Good, and deeper as you lean forward. Yep, pull your... Let's do it again. Just go back, and then we'll go right back in. And sit up. There you go. Good. Okay. All right, so now they're dismounting on their back. They're moving on their backs. It's time to get them to start moving a little bit on their belly. Now, as I do this with them, I'm going to teach them also how to get their own breath by rolling onto their back or lifting their head in front of them. So, in order to roll from your belly onto your back, you want to know how to be able to cycle breathe. To cycle breathe means to breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose. So when you're in water, the question I get a lot is, how do you breathe? With your mouth or with your nose, or with, in through what, out through what? The answer is, there's two answers. The first answer is you can breathe with just your mouth. The second answer is you can breathe in with your mouth, out with your nose. The opposite of yoga, the opposite of most exercises. Okay, so that takes a while to get used to. That's called the cycle breath, when there's a cycle to it. If you're just going in and out with your mouth, that's not a cycle breath, that's just a regular breath. But the one thing you should never do in the water is breathe in with the nose. Never sniff. Okay? Water goes straight up your nose, straight to your head, and it feels awful. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. It's one of the reasons you don't swim is because you don't like the water going up your nose. So with the mouth, think about swimming as a mouth breathing sport. Okay, you're gonna have to start breathing more with your mouth, almost exclusively with your mouth, unless you are comfortable cycle breathing. So here's how we learn the cycle breath. You're gonna take a breath in with your mouth, and then you're gonna deposit those bubbles through your nose in the water. All right, catch the oxygen up here, blow it out there. Go ahead. Good. And now do it on a rhythm. So over and over and over again with one breath up here. Like that. Yep.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Okay. Do I do it underwater too?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
how do you do it? Like,
so you breathe in with your mouth above water,
Yeah.
and then go underwater to blow it out.
Okay.
Once you've blown it out, come up, get more air, go back
gotcha.
under.
Okay.
Yep. Now come up, breathe more air in with your mouth. Come up, breathe it in with your mouth. Ooh, you're nosing it. You're breathing in with your nose. You're breathing in with your nose. So when you come up, breathe in with your, open your mouth, breathe in with your mouth.
Open your mouth.
Yeah,
When
he's
you
right. Warren's
So
right.
open your
Warren's
mouth
helping.
when you
Open
come
your
up.
mouth.
When you
Open
come
your mouth
up.
when you come up.
Open
Got
your
it.
mouth.
Okay.
Grab some air, then put your head in.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't opening no mouth.
No, you were not opening your mouth.
Okay.
That's good. I like it when you guys, thanks for making your first mistake, because now people are learning. You guys were just doing it so perfectly. Everything's perfect. There we go. Yeah. Now, if you're starting to get water in your mouth
Yeah.
as you come up,
Yeah.
spit it out.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you go under. When you come up,
Okay. Got it. Okay, got it. That's really what do you call that? Reassuring.
yeah. Spit. I know water's going in your mouth. I've seen it all. Spit. Now breathe in. There you go. Come up, spit. Breathe it in. Come up, spit. Just breathe in. Come up, spit. You don't have to spit. The spit is only if it starts to build up a little bit to where you feel like if you came up, I have a mouthful of water.
Okay.
I have a mouthful of water. I'm not breathing in. You know, that's when you would.
But if
utilize.
If I close my mouth, I'm not getting anything.
What do you mean when you close your mouth
When
under?
I go under, I close my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not getting
Pursed
anything.
lips.
Gotcha.
Now open, take a breath,
So I just got to get the rhythm of this
go
because I'm
down,
not getting
blow
it.
out.
Okay.
Close
Hence
my mouth.
why
Okay, so-
I spend a whole section on cycle breathing because it's hard. Yeah, you're not the only one. Yep. Now close your mouth. Yeah. Yeah. So let me teach you the hum. I think you might like the hum better.
Okay.
So here's the hum. When you're doing your cycle breathing, sometimes I like to use the hum. Here's how it works, or the oompa. Okay. So here's how it works. When you're going underwater, hum. And the difference between a hum and a blow is when you're humming, you could hum air for about 20 seconds out of your nose. When you're humming out you're blowing out of your nose. And you could do that for about 20 seconds. However, when you blow, you lose all your air in less than a second.
Yeah.
So the hum is a release. It's not a blow. The hum, you're releasing air. And you can release it much slower. Whereas when you blow, it's all gone. Okay, and so the next part too, and this is the part, Warren, that I want you to start working on is when you breathe out or when you blow out or when you release the air out, don't release it all the way. Don't go to zero oxygen because you're now panic. Panic mode's about to set in. When you're in water, only ever blow out about halfway. You get slightly below half, that's okay. Only let your tank blow out about halfway and then refill it to full. Halfway, full. We never blow all the air out. Okay, when you blow all the air out and you have nothing left, well, when you come up, it's a desperate breath. What happens if water gets splashed into your mouth as you take that desperate breath? We don't want to get to a point where we could lead ourselves into trouble, right? We want to have easy air all the time, okay? So that's your next step is as you go under, don't blow everything out, just blow a little bit out, come up before you even need to. Okay? Yep, and and I want you to try humming your bubbles when you go underwater now. So I want you to go. Nice, like Oompa Loompa. Yep. Good. That helped you a lot. Yeah. You're natural at this. You're once you got the hum, you got it in me. No, Katrice, I was telling Warren he's a natural. Once you're more natural at the dismount, the back dismount.
Yeah.
That's something he's gonna keep working on each day. Now I teach them how to do that as they travel. We call these traveling bobs. So you're gonna go under. When you come up, you're gonna pull yourself and hop off the bottom forwards. Okay? The point of this is to start doing two things at once. When you learn to cycle breathing, it's easy. You're standing right there. If I were to have you swim and do it, that's too much, too fast. But traveling bobs is a nice in-between stage. So you're gonna hop off the bottom of the pool and pull yourself forwards as you breathe in. Then you go down in this new position, this new spot you're in. Blow your bubbles out, come up, hop and pull as you breathe in. Okay? Okay. Yep, and then blow.
Look at me, I can't even hop.
Hop with both feet if you can. Yeah,
Okay,
both feet
hop.
come off the ground. Good. Now travel and do a little bit again.
I'd be wrong.
That's okay. Now nose.
Okay, so.
Now nose bubbles. Blow. Good. Hop, blow. Good. Same thing back. You can keep going, right?
Okay, let me get my mind right.
Yep.
So basically,
Reset.
hop and then, so hop.
Blow. Hop. Now hop and breathe in. There you go. Now blow. Now hop and breathe in. 1 in. There you go. Yep. Comfortable with only 1 inhale at a time. Good.
See, this is like people can't dance. It's harder. Not dance.
I'm gonna come help you. Oh, you got it. You're good.
Why do I keep slipping?
Slipping. It's a slippery pool.
Oh.
Yep. And it's the shallower it is, the more weight we're putting on our feet, so the easier it'll be to slip.
The kicker is what I slip.
Yeah,
I mess up my breath.
Yeah, ruined.
So I'm gonna take smaller parts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably best. That's probably what made yours more successful. It wasn't as
So I
aggressive.
take a hot. No, but I forgot the humor.
At least I like how you fill us in on what's going on all the time. That's good. That's really good. It makes for good video because now the audience can hear you explaining what they are always feeling.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Ready, go.
Out as you go down, in as you come up. Out,
In, out.
out, in. Maybe start saying that. That focuses more on the breath.
But I guess I'm forgetting that humming.
You don't have to. That's
Yeah, but it helps me.
Okay. Good. Yep, that's right. And then, that's all right. Then just take another hop and keep going. You guys are awesome. You guys are fun. If you can laugh at yourself while you're learning, you'll learn much faster. I love it. Now I'm gonna have them kicking on a kickboard for the first time. And I'm gonna have them at first just doing the kick and things like that. But then we're gonna come back to this cycle breathing on the kickboard, okay? So right now it might look like these steps didn't relate to each other, but they will in just a moment. Stay with the video, stick with what we're doing. And if you're following along, like I hear a lot of people telling me that they're taking their phones. I've had multiple people tell me they're taking their phones to the pools and watching my videos as they swim. That's phenomenal. So if you're doing that, then now it's time to grab your kickboard and you're just gonna be kicking with your head up for a little bit. We're not gonna put our head down and do the cycle breathing because I just want them to get used to being on the kickboard and kicking first. Then we'll reintroduce the cycle breathing on the board, okay? The correct body posture in water. The correct body posture in water, put these down just a second, is 4 quadrants, okay? So your hands should always be in front of you for the most part as far as basic swimming is concerned, because this helps balance you, okay? Instead of arms out to the side, like if you were on a balance beam, in water, you want your arms straight in front of you, okay? And quadrant number 1 of your balance, of your body line that's balanced, is from fingertips to head. Quadrant number 2 is from head to upper back. Quadrant number 3 is upper back to lower back, or your glutes. And then quadrant number 4 are your legs. But far too often people swim in quadrants 2, 3, and 4 by letting their elbows bend too close to their head. There's no more balance out front now. You can leave quadrant 1 too easily, okay? So it's important that you stick them out in front, not just put them out in front, but push them out in front, push, okay? Stay in quadrant 1. What's very interesting is with physics in water, watch what happens to my legs if I leave quadrant number 1. A lot of you guys complain about sinking legs. This is why your legs are sinking. You're not in quadrant 1. Watch me.
Oh, so it sinks from the back.
As soon as I put my arms down by my side, my legs sunk. Watch this. This is also very interesting, very cool. My legs came right back up as soon as I stretched all the way back out into 4 quadrants. Pretty cool, right? When you're using the kickboard, remember to keep your arms stretched. Hold it at the top too. Some people are holding it weird. Those are for drills. When you're just holding the kickboard, hold it at the top, hands close together, and push your arms forward so you feel your shoulders go underwater. And then start kicking. Eventually your feet will come up. But what you don't want to do is press down on the board or bend your elbows. I want to do this. You won't be able to stay up, you won't be able to balance. Push it out in front and let your kick become the motor on a boat. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So you lower your body into the water, now start kicking. You're perfect. Good. Slow, stand up. Turn around, do it again. 3, 2, 1, lower. Okay, hold your hands up, keep the kickboard up. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, you could have started kickboard right when you took off. Like that. Hands in there. Yeah. Okay, practice that a couple times in the shallow end. Keep the kickboard up, okay?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, lower your shoulders. Bring your hands up. Good, and kick. Good. Good. Now when you're kicking, keep the feet loose and floppy. You're good. Stretch your arms out. Stretch your legs out. You're good. I'll get you back to showering. Because you're light as a feather in the water, we're all okay. Take a deep breath. Now hold it. Hold your deep breath. Nice. Now we're back in the shallow end. So, bring your feet up. Okay. Good. Real quick. Here's what I'm going to teach you to do next time we get into a situation like that. Take a deep breath and hold it. Makes you light for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I can just drag you back to the shallow end like a baby. Yeah. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, and the other thing is when you're kicking, hold the kickboard up.
Oh, pull it up.
Yeah. I brought small ones. I wish I had a big one. But pull it up towards the surface. The nose of the kickboard wants to stay up. Everything else on your body wants to be down. Okay, so lean into it. Hold the kickboard up. Good. And kick. Good. When we put fins on, you guys are going to find your kick gets way more effective. Good. Nice. So next step is to add in the cycle breathing again. So you're gonna push off with your face in the water and be blowing bubbles out when you start your kick, and then come up for a breath, and then go back under, blow some more bubbles out. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna hold you at first so I can what I call cue you. No, with the board.
With the board? Okay.
I'm gonna do what I call cue you. I'm gonna give you your cues as you should take them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. First, you were already kind of doing it once, so show us, but actually get a breath. Here we go. So he's blowing bubbles out, comes up for a breath. Nice.
Hold on.
Take a deep breath, face in, kick, blow bubbles out, come up, breathe, and go back under and do it again. Good. Good. You're done. Yep. Now you did the exact same thing. All beginners do. And that is when they come up for that first breath on a kickboard, they push the board down. Here's why. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the wrong instinct that you used was, if I want to go up, I need to push it down. Okay? So remember when I said earlier we have to redevelop a relationship with the water? I'm teaching them how to use the right instincts. Okay? So that was the wrong instinct. Now on their second breath, each going that way, they both fixed it right away. The right instinct kicked in. So now as they go back, they're going to start to get this easier and easier each time. Face down, come up, breathe it in, face back down. Good. Breathe. Come up, breathe with your mouth. Good. Come up, get a breath in, get a breath in. Good. Come up, blow it out, breathe in. Nope. Breathe in. Yeah. Oh. At this beginning stage, slow down. At this beginning stage, what he's doing right now is he's going through the cycle and not allowing himself to actually breathe in if he didn't breathe in, because he's just trying to stick to the cycle, obey the cycle, right? Instead, when you're learning, especially when you're learning, if you come up Don't go back down if you did not get a breath, because you're going to start committing to something that's not a good habit. I want you to breathe. So if you come up right now, you have to retrain your brain to stop and pause until you figure out the inhale, and then go back down. So it'll be longer. It won't be a great cycle. It won't even be a consistent cycle. It'll be pretty choppy. Okay. There you go. I'm going to cue you. Come up, breathe in. Stay up, breathe in. There we go. There we go.
I didn't even realize I was doing that.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you get focused on the kick or the board or whatever, and voila, you forget to breathe. All right, I'm going to cue you. You ready? Face in. Come up. Good. Keep the board up. Nice. Good. When you breathe, your next tip, let me see the board. When you breathe, rather than bringing your neck out of the water, I want you just push your chin forward. Just push it forward. Breathe with an underbite. Okay, try that. You're coming up too high.
Okay.
It's causing you commotion.
Okay.
Good, I'll do it. Blow it out. Come in. Good. There you go. You didn't push the board under that time. Good job. You're doing it. There you go. Breathe in. Good. Breathe in. Good. You had one. The first one was good. The second one, half a breath. The third one, we were there. You just finished. So, yeah. Blow it out. Breathe it in. Blow it out. Breathe it in. There it is. Yeah. So here we go. We're going to begin again now with getting them comfortable in the water with their arms in front, head in the water. So they're going to be kicking with their heads in the water, arms stretched out in front. I have to help them dismount their first couple of times until they get used to it. So I'm going to be teaching them how to dismount as well as we do this step. So when you're kicking in the water with your face in the water, take a deep breath before you go in. Be airtight. Max your lungs out with air and be airtight. When you get your head in the water, the next thing you need to do is stretch your arms out as much as possible and let your head go a little bit loose. You don't need to be straining your neck forward to look where you're going, because if you're doing that, you're actually sinking yourself even if your head's underwater. Watch. Eventually I'll stay up fine, but I'll be on an angle. No, but that's easy. I'm a fan. Okay? It's easier on your body and your neck if you let your head drop. Think more about stretching your arms forward, because when you stretch your arms forward, it pulls your body out of homeostasis into an imbalanced position that then forces your core to engage to keep you balanced in water. Good. Now stand up. Now, when you stand up on your belly, you're gonna bring your knees up to your chest and you're gonna push down through the water. Yep. We're kicking. Good. Now, pull your arms down and bring your knees forward. Knees forward. It worked so well, you fell backwards.
Sorry.
It worked so well, she turned her balance all the way back. Good. Good. Pull through. Yeah. Good. And pull the arms down, knees in. Whoa! Yeah, like Spider-Man. Pull, knees. That's all right. Nice.
As soon as I put my head down, I got that.
Slide this foot. Yeah, that's the hardest fish out of the water. Just get close to the edge of the pool. Next step we're going to go over is how to get their own breath. So the pineapples. This is how you roll from your belly onto your back. Now the way to do it is often best with momentum if you're kicking or swimming. But at first, just to teach it, I'm going to do it sitting still, and I'm going to teach them how to do it just sitting still. That's harder, but it gets easier then once you start adding in kicks, and then you're like, oh, I get it now. It's okay to do the harder part or the harder version of it first, so that things fall into place and it gets easier after that. It's like giving them extra weight or a weighted bat right before they go up to the plate and swing with a nice normal size bat. So watch this. The first thing you do is take a deep breath before you go in, because if it doesn't go well, you're going to end up underwater on your back, and that's an uncomfortable position to be in. So you don't want to be in that posture without air. So take a deep breath. The next step is I'm going to pull this one arm towards me and then slap the water on the other side of my body. So I'm going to take one arm and come over the water and roll onto my back using my arm. Now that I'm on my back, the first thing I need to remember to do is get my chin up. If water went up your nose, I let a little bit get in so I could demonstrate this. If water went up your nose, do not immediately sit up, okay? You will sink. So instead, get back. It's okay. Blow it out, okay? I took a super deep breath with my mouth, and I blew out of my nose as hard as I can. It's okay if you let a little snot rocket come out. This pool is a giant Kleenex tissue. It'll get pushed into the gutter and washed away. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about germs and things like that. We use chlorine in pools for a reason. All right, so here we go. Warren's gonna start. Here we go.
Just like when I was hitting the deep end.
Deep breath, good. Pull this arm down. Pull back, chin up. Good. That's how it feels. Now, if you've got any water in your nose or your mouth, now's the time to spit it out, and then take another deep breath in, and then we're gonna dismount. Nice, dude. Oh, nice. Chin up. Clear out any water that's in your nose or your mouth. Okay, time to dismount. Sit down. Good job. All right. Yeah, that one was pretty good. Yeah! There it is. Clear it out. Clear anything out that you need to. Now, put your arms underwater. We need the right instincts. Good, now sit down.
You're not spit.
When you get to your back, chin up.
Okay.
You're right now, you're rolling to your back with your chin
and then
down.
go.
Get your chin up.
Okay.
Yeah, ideally it's getting there as you roll. Chin up. Beautiful. Nice.
I did something wrong.
That's okay, yeah, that's all right. Still, you stuck to the arms though. You did it. You got that dismount, or I mean, dismount. You got the roll naturally, all by yourself. Good work.
That was
Kicker is on your back.
That was pretty good.
So
Yeah.
up, it up.
Yep, correct. Chin up.
Yeah, you nailed that.
Chin up.
Chin up. Clear. Arms down. There we go. Now we got the right stick. So, if you want to use your arms to dismount, bring them back here and pull it that way.
Pull forward.
Yeah, pull forward. Oh, clear. Sorry, I didn't realize you were drowning back there. 3 things that keep you buoyant in the water are air, surface area, and speed. If I took an object, like a kickboard, even though it's buoyant because it's foam, let's pretend it was like something much harder. If I put it straight up and down, it sinks much faster as opposed to letting it lie flat. Okay, so surface area spread out over the water helps you stay buoyant. The third thing that keeps you buoyant is speed. Think about a boat. When it picks up speed, what happens to the front end of it? It goes up, right? So when you pick up speed, the front end of you goes up. The front end of your boat is your head. That's ideal. That's where we want the head, up, where we can breathe, right? So speed keeps you up at the surface. When a boat stops going fast all of a sudden and slows down, puts on the brakes, what happens to it? It like lowers in the water big time. The water comes up all the way up to the edge and it settles into the water, okay? It's because it pumped brakes. So when you stop swimming, you will also sink. So when we learn the pineapples, I'm there with them when we are not using momentum, because when they roll to their back, they'll probably get water up their nose like Warren just did. That I should have been there better. I should have been there better supporting him. As he uses momentum, once we start using momentum to swim, he's gonna roll to his back and immediately start kicking and paddling. That keeps him up easier. That takes the place of me being there to support him, okay? So I slowly introduce the 3 things that keep him buoyant as I'm teaching the breath. So if you're an instructor out there, the more you can break things down, the better. And if you can't break it down any further, I test you to try one more time. Break it down again. Can you teach whatever you're teaching in 2 different steps instead of one whole step? Then do it. If you can teach those 2 steps in 2 different steps, do it. Keep breaking it down. Ready? Low. Good. I want to hear you breathe so I know you're not drowning. Arms down. Head back. Good. It's okay to linger in this position. Now let's dismount. Hips down. Use your arms. Pull forward. Pull your hips forward. You know, turn your palms that way.
Oh, that way.
Yep. You always, yeah. That's where you want to. So now I'm going to teach them to start moving a little bit. Once they roll to their back, they need to keep moving a little bit. All right, so we'll let Katrice do one more time, follow back there, and then I'll have you guys go from there. Go ahead, one more time. And stop. Good. So now you're gonna push off on your belly and you're gonna start kicking. Then roll to your back and keep kicking. Then dismount.
What do you do with your arm?
Okay. The arms can just stay by your side. When you're on your belly, they're in front of you, right? That's how we start. We start in 4 quadrants. We always start in the most balanced position that we can. But once you roll to your back, your arms will be by your side. If you want to paddle with them, that's fine, because I've already taught you now how to paddle and kick. So you can paddle and kick. Sometimes trying to think of all those things at once. I don't want you to say to me, oh, I forgot to paddle. I'm like, no, you didn't. It's not necessary. It's just we're trying to keep you moving. Okay, we're trying to keep the breath in motion. We're trying to keep the breath active. Okay, that helps you then take what you learned from the breath, and by day 4, you're gonna be swimming with the breath. 3, 2, 1, roll. 3, 2, 1, dismount. Stand up. Good. Tilt the chin forward. Yeah, because you're shifting your weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
So sometimes with the dismount, Katrice, sometimes, and camera, you need to hear this too. Audience out there, listen. Sometimes when we're practicing the dismount, you get comfortable with it and then you lose it. And you're like, what am I doing wrong now? I lost it. What's happening is you started shifting just one side of your body's weight. Think of your body as having 2 sides, your lower half and your upper half. When you're dismounting, 2 halves. Right now, my lower half is this way, my upper half is that way. I need them to switch. And it's not enough just to bring my lower half back. I also have to bring my upper half forward. Okay, you're switching both. You're shifting your balance from being like this to now like that. Okay, it's a shift of balance. Yep, roll, back, kick, arms under, breathe. Good, and sit down, shift forwards. Good job, nailed it. Roll, chin up, good, dismount. Forward. Yes, you did it, nice. You better dismount too, good job. Breathe. But when you roll, are you still getting a little bit of water up your nose? Okay, so here's what you're gonna do now as you roll. If you're someone getting water up your nose when you roll, take a deep breath before you go in, of course, but as you roll, start to hum or release the air out of your nose. Okay. So you're blowing a little bit of air out as you're rolling. If air's coming out of your nostrils, it's impossible for water to go up it because your body's a vacuum on the inside.
So when I turn, should I blow out?
That's
my nose?
Yes, correct. You should be releasing air through your nose. So it'll look like this now. See those bubbles coming up as I roll? It is also impossible to keep water out of your nose if you're not maxed out with air. Even if you are maxed out with air, where you can no longer sniff. Take such a deep breath. Both of you take such a deep breath, and people at home watching this, take such a deep breath that you can no longer sniff. If you can still sniff, then you're not taking a deep enough breath. You're not maxed out with air. You're not airtight.
Gotcha,
okay?
Gotcha.
If no more air can be fit into your lungs, you're maxed out with air, you're airtight, you're doing a good job. So I'm maxed out with air. Now when I go into the water and I roll and I'm releasing the air, it won't release all the way out to where I'm completely devastated and oxygenless. Okay, I'm just gonna release a little bit as I roll. So, super deep breath. Because I was blowing air out like a dolphin blowhole being cleared as I rolled, it allowed me to then take in fresh air immediately. Kicking, roll, keep kicking. Good, and yep, clear and breathe. Good, stand up, shift your weight, head forwards. Good job, good job. Good. Release, release, release air through the nose. Good. Arms under. Head back. Good. Now sit down. Lowering the hips straight to the bottom. There you go. Good. Roll. Good. Clear and breathe. Clear and breathe. Head forward. Head forward. Up forward. Chin up. Release the air as you roll through your nose, ideally. Arms under, chin back. Time to roll back. Now, we're gonna start on our back. We're not gonna start on our belly, roll to your back, and roll back to your belly. We're gonna start on our back. Thankfully, this is the easier roll. You're gonna love this roll. This one's easy. So, when you need to roll back onto your belly in order to keep swimming, you take one arm, you go across your body, and behind your head. You're gonna go across your body and behind your head. Once you get onto your belly, just stick both arms back out in front, and for now, dismount right away. Okay? Later, you wanna start kicking once you get to your belly, but for now, you're gonna roll back to your belly and then dismount right away. It'll look like this. I'll do it towards you, the camera, so you can see what my arms are doing. Yep. Towards you. Roll. Superhero. This is what I call the superhero posture pose. Okay. Roll. Superhero, which is the 4-quadrant balanced body position. I call it superhero. And then dismount. Okay. Roll, superhero, dismount. Okay, now before we go, the other thing is take a deep breath, arms under. So then, which arm do you want to roll with? This one or that way? You want to roll with this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this arm, and I'm not going to let you roll, but this arm will go above and be behind your body, okay? Okay, take a deep breath, go. And stand up. Good. Yeah, that's it. That's a much easier roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, which arm do you want to go with? This one or that one?
This one.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And stand up.
I didn't do forward enough.
He's better at the belly. It's your belly at the back. Just breath and roll. And dismount. Good. All right. Nice job. So that's the end of day 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, splash that like button, subscribe to the channel for free, and consider becoming a member today, because it's still really cheap and those people will get grandfathered in as the membership price continues to rise. Buy the merch. If you want your own private lessons with me in person and you can fly to Austin, or you have your own heated pool and you can bring me to you and we can do lessons in your pool with other people that might meet us there that are in the area, or your friends, then hit me up, email me. I'm doing this. I want to teach the world how to swim. There's too many people in the world, 98% of the world, because of all the newborn babies, don't know how to swim. Even though I teach mostly adults on video, I teach kids too. So spread the news and let people know that I'm traveling to you, or you can travel to me and learn from me. It's very doable. This is not a pipe dream. These people, they found me and they said that they wanted to learn from me. We made it happen. So please email me and you can learn how to swim in 4 days for yourself. Now, get ready to rock it.